beautiful Sunday, right? Hey. So let me just get to it. I want to say happy Sunday to all the amazing people. Hey, how are you doing? God bless you on this beautiful day. So as you've seen, hey, Barbara, how are you doing, beautiful? As you guys have seen that, hey, Candace, how are you doing? Blessings. So you guys, hey, Crystal, how are you doing? Blessings. I wanted to share last week the announcement of me being Miss Florida 2019. So I'm like, yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to represent Florida. I'm so excited to be able to reach. Hey, Chanel, I'm so excited to be able to reach so many people with the cause in reference to everything that I'm about and believe in, and to be able to make a difference in the lives of others. I'm so excited for what God is doing in this season. When I tell you, about 2 months ago, I surrendered my efforts to a lot of the things that I was doing, and He is opening doors like never before. And I wanted to come on today because maybe that's what it needs to be. What in your life do you need to surrender that you're just manually trying to make it happen so bad, but it's not happening? I'm telling you, the moment you surrender your efforts to the Lord, watch He blow your mind. This is the season of the supernatural to our natural situations. And when I tell you, it is on another level. Do you guys like curl formation? Isn't it beautiful? I just washed it and conditioned it yesterday, juices and berries and all that good stuff. Are you seeing curl formation? Do you see this hair? Hey, Sharon Porter, blessings to you, beautiful. Do you see my hair? Curl formation is absolutely amazing. I'm so glad I designed a product to be able to help us keep this natural hair really on point. But back to the surrender. I got off track, but back to the surrender part. If you're in a season where you know and you trust and God has put in your spirit that He has massive things that you are to encounter and to be in a divine alignment with, all you have to do is this right here. Lord Jesus, I surrender. I guarantee you, when you get in that posture, when you take your efforts out of it, watch him blow your mind. Hey, Adrian, blessings, miss you. Watch God blow your mind. When I surrendered to the process, I was like, because it gets to a point in your journey when you have done all that you can do, and where you're going, you can't get you there. None of the things on your level can even open the doors that God's about to bless, like literally allow you to be able to walk boldly in. So surrender. Hey, surrender. Hey, Ginger. Surrender is the posture for 2019. Release it and surrender it and give it to the Lord. It's just like, give it back to Him. You know, when Sarah was waiting on her baby for so long, that same baby, she was willing to be like, here you go. And when she said, here you go, the Lord blessed them with so much more. And it's some things that we've been waiting on for a very long time. And we're like, oh, I'm just not going to think about it. No, forget not thinking about it. Total surrender to the process and taking your hands out of it and just allowing God to do what you cannot do in your life is where it's all at. When I tell you, He is blowing my mind. Total surrender. Like, you know what? I'm out of it, because you'll get yourself frustrated. And a lot of times when you'll get yourself so frustrated till it'll get you out of alignment. And you don't want to be in a position where you are not in place when God comes to be able to, put you in divine alignment with His will for your life, because it's all about His will for our lives, right? It's not what we want. It's not like He'll give us the desires of our heart as long as it's within the will that He has for our lives. And I guarantee you, what He has for us. Hey, Mother, blessings to you. Do you see curl formation? Day number 2. Y'all see me. When I tell you, this is the product that has allowed me to ride out. All I do is put that bonnet on there, wake up, and do this right here. And I'm literally gone like this. That's all I do. Put the bonnet on, wake up, and go. But back to the surrender process. The surrendering process is you saying, I trust and I have faith that, Lord, you are going to do what I can't do in my life. Hey, Rosemary, that surrender process is you saying, Lord Jesus, please take the wheel. Like, really take the wheel in my life. Lord, please take away the things that are not supposed to be here and align me up with the things that are supposed to be in my life. Blessings, Rosemary. And when I tell you, God will blow your mind. This is the season, like I told you all, because I'm a very unashamed person, unapologetic about being me. And the thing about it is when I make errors or when I go wrong, I'm so truthful about it. I told you I did so much and accomplished a lot last year, and a lot of it was not what God, he said, you worked so hard for a lot of the things and you were going to get all of it anyways. But if you would allow me to do what I can do in your life, I'm telling you, I'm going to show you, daughter, what I have for you. And I heard it just as plain as day. I was like, Lord, so much was supposed to happen. I was supposed to meet my husband last year. I was supposed to do X. He was like, you were not in position. So I was literally not in position. And you know, it's just like somebody coming to pick you up and you are not waiting at the place that you are supposed to be waiting at. That's how some of us are in this season of our life, like where we were in reference to, we were doing so many things that was not what God was truly telling us to focus on. And when you allow him to do what you can't do in your life is when he blows your mind. I said, listen, it's so simple. The directions he has for us is what? Focus on me. When you do the work in the will of the Lord, focus on what he told you to do. And it's only about centering yourself with him. It's going to be more news and more releases and more things to come because you guys, I want to be a candidate, and you guys always see me raise my hand. Lord, can I be a walking, breathing candidate of your glory on this earth? Because God is looking for individuals that are willing to be a candidate for him to show up mighty on the earth. Are you willing to be a candidate? And in order to be a candidate for the will of God to show up so powerful in your life, you must be willing to allow him to do and be God over all things, meaning God over your business, God in your personal relationship, God in your friendships, God over your decision-making processes, God over everything. And sometimes we compartmentalize things, and that's what throws us off, and that's what gets us still worrying about and having our hands in a lot of things that we don't even need to be focusing on. It's so many things that's going to happen in 2019, mark my word. This is a massive year. God is about to blow our minds. He's blowing it. But you guys, I'm so excited and I'm grateful and I'm honored to represent to be Miss Florida, to represent Florida in 2019 on the in the path of being Miss America, Miss Black America 2019. So this is new to me, you guys. This is a whole nother, y'all know me. So this is so new to me, and so that's why I'm so excited. I was like, Lord, me? He's like, yeah, you. So that's the thing. I want to get so many other people that have always counted themselves out to allow God to show you, I picked you. And I'm going to show you what me picking you looks like. He will heal. He will make way. He will show you favor. He will bring things on the plate and on the table. I can't wait to share so many big things that are taking place in my life right now. And when I tell you, he will bring things, major contracts, major collaboration, major things on the table that you could not give yourself. And that's the thing that we need to understand. After doing so much, multiple degrees, multiple years of experience, even all that stuff can't get me what the Lord has for me. So I want to just be a candidate to show what his glory really looks like on this earth. And I want those that are connected to me so that I can be able to help them in ways and be able to show them from my experiences what God has shown me through so many different things. So I'm so excited, you guys. Hey, thank you. I'm so excited for this new season because it's here. So many times we don't know why we're doing things, but we have to have faith that it's going to come together. And I told you guys it was certain things that I was really putting myself in position for. I didn't know what it was. And when I tell you, he is literally lighting things up, and the same applies to you in your life. Even when it does not look like it, even when it does not feel like it, God is still working on your behalf. Even when on the surface it looks like things are going backwards. He's only structuring the foundation of your faith in him during that season of your life. So get every single thing you need to get out of every season of your life. And you guys that are joining in from YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So subscribe to my YouTube channel under Nekia Foxx. And for those that are looking for all the amazing product and healthcare tips and all that, I also have the Transformation Place / Orlando under YouTube for those that, so get ready to start following me on so many different outlets. I'm so excited for the interviews that's coming up and being able to really get the word out, because this is, I told you all last year, we are going to the masses and God is doing it. He's showing us it's time to get out to the world. It is billions of people on this earth that's waiting to meet you. It's billions of people that need to hear your testimony. It's billions of people that have literally are ready to be a blessing to whatever the vision that God has for you in your life. It's billions of people on this earth that you have not met yet. So do what you need to do to own who you are, so when he sends you forth, because he's going to send you forth. Even if you was, when I was bald headed, I still had to learn who I was. When I have cascading curls and the long luxurious hair, I still got to own who I am. When I have my natural and my afros, I still have to own, with makeup and without makeup. You have to own your essence and your nothingness. When you can start loving on yourself and your nothingness, because I got to a point where I was like, I want to just love just my essence. And I want to just really get to meet her for who she is. I put myself on an assignment. And because I've seen people leave this earth never truly meeting their true divine spirit, and just never really cherishing their soul for what the soul was meant to be able to experience on this earth. And I vowed to myself that I would never leave this journey not getting to fully own who I am as a person, and to be able to love myself on a level that only God can show me to love myself on. So I gave myself an assignment, a mission, to figure out, who am I? What do I want? What do I represent? What do I value? What's my purpose? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What are things that I am supposed to, when I was born, what are the things that I was meant to do to be able to change lives? Because we are all designed to change lives. We all have the capability to make a major movement in any place that we go. We have it in our spirits. Everything you need is already in alignment in your spirit, and it only requires you to do the personal work and get to know who you are. That's it. No, because so when you go to that next season and next level, and when you go to places you will only have dreamed of going, nobody has done you any favors. You fought hard to be in that space, and you know why you're in that space, because it's nothing like getting to a place and don't know why you're there. When you are when you're purpose driven, you can be effective and you can make change where change is needed. So you guys, I'm so excited to represent Florida in 2019 for the Miss Black America pageant coming up in October. You guys will see. For those that are able to support, please, I thank you in advance for your support on this journey, because you know everything takes everything on everything. So this is new to me, and it's so exciting, and I'm truly grateful, because I've been told that we're going to the masses, you all. We're going to the nations in many different platforms. So get ready. Know that God has designed you to be so special for this earth, to be able to cherish you. So understand that you are supposed to be cherished. You are supposed to be valued. You are supposed to honor him so that you can allow yourself to be honored. You are supposed to learn how to serve so that you can become a leader. You are supposed to continue to stay humble so that you understand and being how grateful to know where you came from. And that's the essence of it. See, I tell people I lived in darkness for 10 straight years of depression and darkness and dysfunctional and successful depression. But when the Lord frees you and delivers you, I just left a service from St. Paul AME here in Winter Garden, the same very church where I was delivered all on the floor. I mean, when I tell you, the same place where I started at when the Lord took me from a place and delivered me from a whole lot of stuff. The Lord, hey Yvonne, the Lord sent me back today. It's their 106th anniversary today, and God will take you back through memory lanes and bring certain things up from your past. And just like on my memory, back in 2013, today it came up because it's their anniversary again. And to be able to say, Lord Jesus, I remember 6 years ago what place I was in my life. When I tell you I was fighting for my life back in 2012, and the Lord brought me out of it, not smelling or looking like anything other than what He wanted me to be on this earth. When I tell you, if you would have, in the book that I have coming up this summer, you will see the photos of the befores and afters, because I'm very transparent, because I don't need people seeing the made up person and the person, the after effects of a lot of things. I want you to see the nitty gritty, the before, when it looked like I was in devastation. I want you to understand that there is nothing too hard for God. I want you to understand that there is nothing that God cannot break and allow to be cut off in your life. It is nothing for God to truly free your spirit so you're no longer bound. Because being a stylist for the last 20, doing hair for over the last 20 years, I've met so many women it weighs me heavy when I meet those beautiful souls that refuse to get to enjoy this life for what it really is, that allow themselves to stay bound in so many ways. If you're going to live this life, you got one life to live. Why not max it out? If you have one life to live, why not truly add value to this earth? If you got one life to live, what are we scared of? You have so much greatness in you. You fought too hard to smile and show all 55 of your teeth. Why are you not owning your peace? Peace is, He said He'll give us peace that surpasses all understanding. That means it will surpass everything. And when you have peace, you have power, honey. And your power that comes from that never-ending peace will change any atmosphere you go in. And that's the beauty of the Lord, because He makes this thing so simple. Hey, Annette Campbell, how you doing? Blessings, beautiful. So many times we make this thing so complex, when the whole point of this life was self-mastery. The whole point of this life was to learn more about yourself, to figure out who He really designed you to be. We're making it too complicated for no reason. We're focusing on so many other people. So, life is so much more than titles. Life is so much more than bank accounts. Life is so much more than things. Life is so much more than that. When you can be in your own spirit and be just happy with the nothingness of it all, is when you gain it all. When you can literally sit in your space. Hello, Kimberly Bourne. When you can sit in your space and just be grateful for just breathing and just happy to the max, even just with the nothingness of it all, it's when the Lord says, you know what, now you can get some more. You know what, now you're ready for some more. Because I don't want to give you all this stuff that you're not ready for, because you'll start idolizing that stuff without even focusing on who you are. And that's why so many people have stuff and still, I had it all. I had the money. The Lord has always blessed me to have. I had all the stuff and was still miserable. So that, hey, Jonathan Thompson, that's why when I meet girls and women, I be like, you focusing blessings, Yvonne, you're focusing on the wrong stuff. Even with the positions, the dream jobs, the salaries, the monies, the commas all in my accounts, the zeros. Hey, Princess Stephanie, I was still miserable. I was lost. I was still attracting people that were never seeing me for who I was, because I never saw myself for who I was. So listen, stop focusing on all that stuff and figure out who you are. So when you get the extra things, you won't be bypassing, and you can actually stay grateful because you know who you are designed to be. Listen, don't leave this earth never figuring out who you are. Don't leave this earth never tapping the surface of your greatness. Don't do that to yourself. You owe it to yourself to find out the powerful queen that you are. You owe it to yourself. You got one life to live. I meet women that can't even answer what self-love, self-care, what they like. They don't even know what their favorite color. They don't know nothing about themselves. What do you like? What makes you feel better? What are some of the things? Do you have hobbies? And what are some of the things that you're more than just a wife and a mother, or you're more than just this title? You're more than that. When he created you, was more than just to say you was a wife and a mother. He created you for way more than that. When he created you, it was more just to say, I have this and I'm so and so from this and that. He created you for more than that. Blessings, Ingrid, because I'm telling you from sheer experience, I experienced all of that, and I still felt empty. That's why you see so many people with money not really being in a place to enjoy, because they forgot to figure out who they were. Hey, Tamisha Wright, blessings, beautiful. They forgot to figure out who they were. The process to wealth is a journey, and it's meant for you to enjoy your now moments throughout the process. Wealth is about you figuring out who you are in the process. It's an opportunity. You see what I'm saying? So many people want the money, but you're not even figuring out the whole point of who you're supposed to be becoming to get it. You're not figuring out who you are supposed to be, literally maturing and getting to become in that essence, in the journey of the money. Because I've met people, and listen, if you want to know something about life, hey Cheryl, hey Powerhouse, hey beautiful, if you want to know something about life, sit and talk to somebody that's about to leave up out of here. I have had the opportunity to be with two people when they took their last breaths. And I'm telling you, they're not talking about nothing on no stupid stuff, on no money, on no service. They're talking about the basic, simple things in life. And that was enjoying their families, loved ones, enjoying just more. They wish they had more time. They wish they had just love in their essence. They wish they would have just enjoyed sitting at the park doing absolutely nothing. They wish they would have enjoyed just their own space, because now it's about to end. That blessed me, because I had an opportunity to meet people, to see what really people are talking about when they're about to leave. All the stuff you don't work for, you finna leave that stuff here. And you better hope the kids you leaving it to can even afford to keep it up. You better hope that you left something in them, because so many people worried about what they leave their children. Focus on what you leave in your children. Because kids are going to live by what they see you do versus what you say. And when they get older, they'll speak on what all you said. But they're going to live by what you did. So what are they seeing you do? That's what they start living by. Our actions are speaking louder than, one thing about it, I am grateful because I want to work on myself, because when I become a mother, I want my kids to see a woman that loves herself. I want my kids to see a woman that is comfortable in her own skin, in my own essence. I want to pour from a cup that's overflowing. I want them to experience order in their lives, unconditional love. I want them to experience having a mother that knows exactly who she is, so she can finally help a new generation know who they are from birth. I want them to be able to experience a wife and a daddy and a husband that literally loves the Lord. I want them to experience what God positioned this whole life to be. So that's why I focus on just all this inner stuff, because all of this is necessary. Because in order to make this world what it's really supposed to be, what are you showing the next generation that their purpose is? What are you living? What are you really living for? Because they are looking at, are you even happy in your space? Kids know when you're not happy. Kids know when you are just really, your spirit is low. Kids are very sensitive. They're not stupid. And this next generation is hybrid. So they're extra geniuses. So they know when something is not right. Even when people allow them to try to function and dysfunction and act like that is normal. You are making your child learn early how to lie to themselves early, because you're keeping them in a dysfunctional environment. And you're like, oh, this is functional, and you should be thriving in this dysfunction, and you should be making straight A's in this dysfunction, and you should be doing good. You should be doing real good in this dysfunction. Then you worry about, then they become adults that's so used to toxic, dysfunctional stuff, because you made them think that dysfunction was normal, and you showed them early how to be successful at being dysfunctional. You made them learn how to create their new norm in a toxic environment. Listen, this thing is real. We're supposed to be able to learn exactly who we are so that our kids can genetically, their norm can be of peace. Their norm can be of the energetic that is what being able to shine light in this world. That's what we're supposed to show by example. But the only way I can do that is if I even know who I am. And if I even nurture my spirit. And if I even know how to take time to fill myself back up. Come on now. Listen. All this stuff that the world got people chasing after, fighting over, it's not even important, because you're missing the one key fundamental purpose, which is get to know me for who I am, and that's the Lord. And when you get to know the Lord Almighty for who he is, he will heal you in every single voided area in your soul. And when he heals you on that level, nobody can break you down. Nothing can take that away from you. You're going to draw men in and women in and children in by your essence of just love. Come on now. It is souls to be saved out here. People are hurting. Hey, Patrice Roberts, people are hurting. They're literally waking up every single day. These weeks are passing by like hours, and they're going in day out and day in, year after year, in straight torment because people are just so happy living lies. Let's live this thing for what it really is. Let's heal so that we have the capacity to give other people grace. Let's heal so that we have the grace to be able to extend to others in their shortcomings. Let's heal so we can actually have something to give. That means something to me because I know what it feels like to be a quote-unquote behavior child and to be a quote-unquote, they want to put all these titles on you as an adult with these disorders. That's why my book is called From Disorder to Divine Order. How God transformed my life, because I am what dysfunction looks like. I am what they said it looked. I want to be a walking, breathing. Listen here. I am what the disorder that they wanted to put on me looks like. I am what they told me was dysfunctional. I am what they told me. You got this disorder. You have that problem. I want to show them, and I want to stop on the devil's head. You are a lie, because this is what deliverance looks like. This is what allowing God to heal your soul looks like. This is the freedom that they never told you truly exists. That's what I want to be an example of, because I know what it feels like to live in straight up darkness and to function in it. I want to be able, because I'm seeing so many people walk around these babies, and I'm like, don't you see that baby over there hurting? Are you that blind? Are you that out of it that you are literally allowing them to learn dysfunction early? And you wonder why you got all these people around here attracting all this wrong stuff, because they're focusing on everything but figuring out who they are. Who did God design you to be? What is your purpose? If you are broken, heal. Allow him to heal your soul. Listen, it's okay. If you got to be by yourself with grace. It's okay. Listen here. When you have literally thrived in the areas, I've been single the majority of my adulthood life. I have literally been celibate the majority of my adulthood life. I have literally dealt with things that most people are dreading in their lives. That's why they're staying connected to dysfunctional relationships, because I say I refuse, Lord, to be one of those people that get these babies and get these kids and show them that dysfunctional is okay. That hurt is okay. That pain is okay. That to the point that they are even overlooking their own selves and their own emotions and their own lacks in their soul, because they just say it's okay, you're supposed to feel like that. It's okay to be. No, that's not okay. It's not okay. If you are a parent, it's your duty to figure out who you are. It's your responsibility to figure out who you are, because your kids are looking, and what you don't face, they have to fight it. What you are not willing to deal with, they have to address in their future. Come on now. We got to stop this generational stuff. Forget judgment. We got to stop judging our own self. I could care less how people see me. I never did. That's why I was the so-called one. She that bad black one. I don't care. I don't care what you think about me. I was told when I was early off I wasn't gonna be nothing. Oh, they think you're defiant because you're misunderstood, because they don't want to give you a voice. They want to label you as behavioral. They want to tell you what you're not because they don't have the time, because they didn't figure out who they were. And then your energy and your spirit makes them uncomfortable because you just want to know, because you know what they're telling you is normal is not normal. You can't tell me this is okay, and I'm not about to shut my mouth, because this is not right. I am the adult version of the child that was overlooked. I am the adult version of the child that they wanted to put on medication. I am the adult version of the child that they literally said was too much work. I am the adult version of the young lady that was looking from church to church to church to get deliverance, because they looked at me and let me leave out the same way, because what I had all going on in me was too much work. Do you know what it feels like to go to church? To church to find somebody to help you, because you fighting these demons and you dealing with all this stuff in your head, and then people let you leave out feeling the same way. Do you know how that feels? To feel like they see this in me and they won't help me. I'm all about deliverance. That's why I told you I was dealing with straight darkness for 10 straight years. I function well in the darkness. So that's why when I see people depressed and miserable, now listen here, you don't have to live like that. The Lord can heal you. He can really heal you. He can stop that generational curses. He can bring you out, and you don't have to go back to that. But you got to be ready to fight now. Listen, this thing is real. It's real. Deal with your stuff. And for the ladies and the men, that's why we're supposed to be celibate. Stop sleeping with all these people, and now you wondering why you're waking up all feeling crazy and your life flipping upside down, because you bringing in them people stuff all into your spirit. You got to deal with all their stuff now and their family stuff. And now you wondering why your kids acting like this, because you bringing your kids around everybody. Look, we got to do better. I don't have any kids because I literally said, Lord, please don't allow me to be able to come from a place that I can heal and help before I mess up the next generation. I didn't want to get messed. I didn't want to be a person that messed up the next generation. I didn't want to be the one that literally came in a lot because I didn't know who I was and chose not to figure out who I was. I didn't want to be the mother, or I didn't want to get my kids connected to a daddy that didn't know what his role was in their lives from day one. I said, I'll wait. And I know people tell me, well, you getting older, girl. Don't do what you... Listen, if I'm supposed to have kids, I will have kids. And if that's what the Lord has for me, because that's what I know. I pray for 2 kids, Victory and Valor. And when I tell you, I pray that the Lord allows me to be able to be a healed mother, a mother that can truly nurture their gifts early, a mother that can see their greatness early, a mother that literally believes in them early, a mother that ain't focused on all this stupid stuff, that really can actually give to the next generation early, that understands when she finally becomes the mother that her role is of sacrifice from day one. Too many mothers around here talking about me, when your role is of sacrifice. Well, I want this and when you became a mother, your role is of sacrifice. Listen, it's real out here. But you got to embrace it. You have to be willing to say, I'm willing to do the work. You have to be willing to do the work. Healing is not cute. Healing hurts. Don't let anybody tell you it's going to be some pathway to roses and pastures of flowers. Healing hurts, and it takes work. And you got to really want your healing, because you got to fight for your healing. That's why when I see people go up there for deliverance, baby, when we get you on off this floor, they need to tell you not just how to get saved, how to stay saved. And when these spirits come back to get you after they leave, because the Bible tells you when they leave, 7 more coming back. So you better make sure you don't shut up all them doors and you don't close all them things. You better make sure you say what you say you don't want no more. You really don't want no more, because they coming back. And when they come back again, they coming back with a vengeance for you, honey. They bringing all their friends. And then when you tie yourself up this time, now you finna fight extra hard to try to get out of what you just put yourself back in. You opening the doors to the enemy. You allowing that stuff to come back in your life time and time again, because we are failing to realize that discipline is required. Structure is required in this life. Everything we was running from is what you need to become your best self. It's real. You're running from discipline. You're running from structure. You're running from being able to learn sacrifice. You're running from the things that are only designed to make you your best self. Listen. It's real, but it's real good if you're willing to be a candidate for God to do the almighty in your life. He will deliver you. Listen here, if anybody, I don't have to, that's why when I meet people of other religions, God bless you. I know who pulled me up out of it. I know who came down in the pits of darkness and pulled me up out of it. I know who came and helped me. I know who had, the church I just left at was one of the churches that, because every church ain't got a deliverance ministry, because they don't talk about that stuff. Everybody don't have a fivefold ministry in their house. Everybody don't have, listen, we got to be real with this thing. Because what's about to happen on this earth, you can't play church no more. Listen, people are about to come in, and they're not going to be like what you thinking it's supposed to look like. And they ain't going to be all no PK kids. And they ain't going to be all these people that been handing over stuff. It's going to be people that literally are trying to fight for their soul. They ain't going to be people that's used to mocking and playing the roles. It's people that literally are fighting for their lives. And they need people that genuinely care about their souls. And when it's time for you to get deliverance, I need you to stay on that flow until you get it. I need you to get on your face. I need you to cry out to the Lord because you want to be free. And do not get up because the music stopped playing. Do not stop. So that's why when I go to church now, I'll be the loudest person because I know where he brought me from. Listen, I know where I lived at and was comfortable in. You can get free, but you got to fight for it, and you got to be willing to do the work to get free. You can stop that generational stuff. I am a member of the River of Life. I've been visiting I literally have been visiting Pastor Trebek's church for it's been about 4 weeks. Today I went to my, St. Paul had their 106th anniversary, but I'm a member of the River of Life. And I've been visiting Live Church. When I tell you it's a powerful ministry, when I tell you I went and I was like, Lord Jesus, I literally was drawn to go back. Pastor Trebek's church at the Holy Land in Orlando. It has been where I have been going for like the last maybe month and a half. When I tell you, you want to get in a place, and it all depends on where you're at. Ask the Lord where you should be. River of Life is amazing. The spirit of excellence, the pastor is literally going to push you up out of your comfort zone, out of your norm. He's going to allow you to do the work, and it's very similar at Live. When I tell you he is not about religion and all this stuff, and that's the pastors I'm drawn to. I don't need to be sitting up here bound and stuck and depressed and coming to church every week. I need freedom. And I need to stay free. I don't need for people to be just sitting. I need the word for myself. That's why I tell people, ask the Lord where you need to be. I would definitely recommend the River of Life, and I would definitely recommend Live. I tell people, literally, depending on what you need, it's just like going to college. If you want to be a dentist, you can't go to a college that specializes in journalism. You got to go for wherever you need. I told you when I needed deliverance, I told you what church I had to go to. I went to St. Paul AME, and that's who had literally the people to help with deliverance, because everybody needs different things. That's life. This thing is not just one. What do you need? The Lord will send you there, and he will have what you need in the house. That's why I'm trying to do my part to get in alignment, because I want to help. I don't want to be just, I got mine. No, I want to help. I know what it feels like to be delivered. I want every woman that need them spirits taking them demons and get that up out of their soul. You need to get this stuff up out of you, because you got your kids used to this stuff, and then you wonder why they act around here acting all whatever, because you see you. I want these men to get delivered. You around here acting like you need to deal with your stuff. Listen, I'm Pentecostal I believe to the spirit. I'm Pentecostal I believe to the core, but I am non-denominational. So literally, it is all about literally, what are you supposed to be doing on this earth? And that's another thing. I know my assignments further off is heavy in the church, and I know my assignments is on deliverance, because I know how I feel about people getting freed and people living in their truth and people no longer functioning in dysfunction. I know what it feels like. Some people want to stay in protocol and tradition, and that's for them. But you have one life to live, and you need to live this life free. In love. Love ain't supposed to hurt. Love is not supposed to hurt. God is love. It's not supposed to hurt. So that's why we get so used to struggle love. That's why we keep attracting these dysfunctional relationships. We got a generation that feel like baby mamas and baby daddies is the norm. We living in a generation where all these kids don't know nothing about households and two-parent households. We living in a generation where dysfunction and all out of order is the norm. And we gotta change this. We gotta do right. We living in a generation where the kids don't know nothing about eating at the table with the family. I grew up, we ate every day. We had home cooked meals every day. I don't know, I'm very old school. I don't know nothing about all this new school stuff. I don't know. I grew up where you had to eat every evening. My daddy came home every day. I don't know nothing about all this new stuff, and I ain't finna know nothing about it, because I don't feel like that's my path. That's not what I'm supposed to. That's why you see me single forever in a day, because I just don't understand some of this stuff. Listen, I live an amazing single life, and until the Lord brings somebody in my life that can literally add to what I got, I'm not getting out of position for no foolishness, because I wasn't even raised like that. I saw two parents every single day. I don't know nothing about all that other stuff. I don't know nothing about it. I'm not trying to. So many people are living so out of order and expecting an order-filled life. Everything in your life out of order, and you expect God works in order. And in order to get order blessings, you gotta live in order. And they want to do just enough so it feel good, but then it's just enough that I can still do what I want to do. That it ain't gonna work like that. I have to tell myself that you can't be asking for order blessings, living an out of order life. You can't do what all them people doing. Yes, I would love to do what half of them people doing, but I can't do that. Because I can literally can't. My conscience, I tell people I get convicted about a lot of stuff that most people ain't convicted on. That's just how he has positioned in my heart. So I can't do what a lot of people do, and I never could. And I tell people, just allow the Lord to mature you. That's why I don't go yelling down people's throat. The Lord will convict you. The Lord will work. And he said just keep going to church. It'll work. The word will work in you. The stuff you used to do, you won't be doing no more. You won't even have the desire to do anymore. Just let the Lord be the Lord of people's life. You ain't got to correct people. Let God be. You just show the Lord through you, and the Lord will do and tell them all they need to know. The Lord, just like he talked to me, he can talk to them. All I got to do is show my light. I'm not here to judge anybody, but what I am telling you is you can't be expecting order life and order blessings living on out of order life. That's what I can tell you. That's why that stuff is short-lived. It only feel good for a little bit, and it only lasts for a little bit. You be right back to square one, and next thing you know, I got sick and tired of living a temporary life. Meaning that I know how to maneuver. I know how to do what I want to do to get what I want, but it's only temporary. And you know deep down in your spirit that wasn't right. You knew that stuff was not going to last. And some people just done plain out giving up. And what I'm saying is you create, because I'm about the next generation, you create your children's norm. What are you willing? My dad was one of the best providers and still provide for us to this day. One of the best providers I have ever seen in my life. Jesus. And I say, I know the Lord didn't give me a daddy like that to be able to put me in an environment that says something opposite. So I have to wait on the one that the Lord has for me, because I had such an amazing daddy. My daddy provided so well. My mother is one of the best. Gentle, sweet, meek, can wash white clothes like no other. She have them more white than white. Just this very caring, naturally nurturing. That's my mama. I don't know nothing different. So I had two parents that are literally amazing people that I can't even go outside of that, because that's what I know. Because they created the norm for me. You get where I'm going for? What are you creating in your kids' lives? And then for those that don't have kids, what is the norm that you want your kids to be the norm? I don't know nothing about no lack because I never lived in lack in my life. Even when I did not have, I knew that that was not temporary. I knew that that was temporary. I knew that that was not forever. Because my parents created a norm for me. I thought we were rich, but we were not rich. They just worked extra hard. My dad worked multiple jobs. My dad made sure, because that was something he was passionate about. Because that was what he wanted his kids to be their norm. You create your children's norm. If you allow your kids to function in dysfunction, what do you think they're going to become? Functioning adults that are accustomed to living in dysfunction. They're going to be adults that believe in contradiction. They're going to be adults that they see their parents living one way but walking a whole nother way and talking a whole nother way. We have to do this thing for the next generation. I don't know how I got on this, but you guys, I am so passionate about living in your truth. That's why the whole I'm worth it. That's why own it, own your moment, because I know what it feels like to be felt out of place, where you're supposed to be feeling love. I know what it feels like to go to places where you literally was looking for help and the people overlooked you. I know what it feels like to already have a title. The teachers are already called the other school to tell them about you before you even get there. I know what it feels like to be misunderstood, and I know what it feels like for the enemy to come at you so early because he wants you to believe what they're telling you are. So I had to fight for who Nekia Foxx was early. I had to fight and tell them, oh yeah, I am gonna make it. You just watch and see. Oh, I am. Oh, you ain't gonna be this and you gonna be this type. I'm not gonna be none of that. Why are you speaking that over me? So that's why I'm an adult now that somebody judge. I don't care. I don't care about them. The people are hurt. You know what? People that have time to judge people and people that have time to be nasty are hurt people. And hurt people only operate under control, and it's false control because they're hurt. So all they need is a hug. So I know what it feels like to have adults coming at you because they are hurt. That's all. That they are hurt. They're hurt and they need to heal. So you all, I'm so excited to represent you because I done got real. Y'all see I get real quick because I get really passionate about this because the next generation don't have a voice. And they only can do what their environment allows them to do to thrive in, for what thriving is for them while they're there. So as adults, let's do what we need to do to figure out who we are, what our purpose is, so that we can add, so that the next generation can have the proper resources, can be raised up in divine order, can understand what true love looks like and feels like, and live in true love early off in this thing. They don't have to live a lie. They don't have to. So it's real out here, you guys. Happy Sunday. I hope I didn't get too tensed up, because I'm so serious. I'm so passionate about living in your truth. What is your truth? It is your responsibility to figure out who you are. You are more than just a husband. You are more than just a wife. You are more than just a mother, and you are more than just a father. When God created you, it had far more exceedingly value than those titles. You are more than a CEO. You are more than an executive. You are more than your paycheck. You are more than your salary. You are more than the positions, and you are more than what these people act like they see you for. You are so much more than that. Listen, don't limit yourself to what people want to see you as. Do not limit yourself, because you are far more powerful. You're far more greater than you can even imagine. Fight for your peace. Fight for your identity, your true identity. And the only blessing, the only way to figure out your true identity is to get to know the Lord Christ Jesus for who he is in your life. And that you can literally start receiving his love for what is designed to be received on the level in which it's designed to be received on. Because when I tell you, when you start allowing the Lord to permeate your spirit, some of the stuff that was staying deep down in there for years got to come out. It got to go. Dark cannot coexist with light. All that stuff that's deep down in your soul that been hiding, it has to leave. The light cannot, you will never see darkness with light. It don't go together. So allow the Lord to shine his light through his love in your heart, in your soul, so that you can live this life on another level that most people leave never experiencing. And that's the truth. The most wealthiest place on this earth is the graveyard. The wealthiest place on this earth is the graveyard. One more time. The wealthiest place on this earth is the graveyard, because so many people have left up out of here never experiencing their true value. Never being able to fully let it get through to the world as it was designed to. Listen, you guys, we are powerful beings. You are powerful. You are needed. The Lord designed you to be of nothing but greatness. Your seeds are supposed to do amazing things on this earth. Every place you encounter, you're supposed to shift. You are needed. Listen, it's real. Heal so that you can live in your truth, so that you can be a walking, breathing testimony for somebody else that might not quite be at that level yet. Be that light, be that inspiration, be that walking, breathing truth, because I'm telling you, the way I can own it is because I was not willing to accept the enemy's story about me. The way I'm able to walk fully and boldly in who I am now, because I refuse to accept what he told me I was supposed to live like and be with or have or be able to just. So many people are eating crumbs of life, and the world is telling you you're supposed to be full when you're supposed to be sitting at the head of the table. You're not supposed to be eating the crumbs of life. He already got your name at the table. You're customized. You're custom made. Hey Bianca, hey Lorna, you're custom made. There is only one you. You're customized for this earth. You have so much value. Your worth is endless. He's already fought the living life for you. He already won the war. It's over. So receive that and accept that the fight is done. You don't have to live beneath anymore. Lack is not your portion. Struggle of is not your portion. Dysfunction is not your portion. Listen, prosperity is your portion. Poverty no longer exists in your spirit. We got to believe that. Everybody in the Bible, when I read, look, they was rich. I don't understand this poverty mindset. People think holiness is to be poor. I don't get it. Like, I don't even go to churches that the pastors are not accustomed to money. You need to be, if you are the head and you're leading me, you're supposed to be accustomed to the greatness that God has on this earth. How you gonna lead me to the promised land and you don't even walk it out? I only deal with pastors that believe the word for themselves. The God said, try me. You're supposed to live an abundant life. How is the kingdom going to fund the kingdom in poverty? We got to stop with all this stuff. We have to. Toiling, that's right, it's not your portion. We declare and decree that today you are in divine alignment with every assignment that God has for you. All your provisions that you will ever need, Ingrid, is already yours. Everything. We don't have to be wavering about nothing no more. You fought too hard for this season of your life. That is over. Over. Done. Over. You have exceeded the things that were meant to hold you back. That is over. Nothing but boldness is your portion, because the Bible says boldly come to the throne of grace. You have to bold. We don't have to be like, oh, please, boldly declare what God told you is supposed to happen. Own your name. When they call your name, you say, I'm here. Own it. Those opportunities can't find us if we're like, oh, I hope they see my greatness. No, I'm supposed to be here. I have something that somebody needs. We're supposed to own it. You are custom made. It's only one set of fingerprints that got your name on it. You are custom made, baby. Customized. Listen, I remember when they used to call me the little chocolate. You know, I used to hate my color when I was younger. I used to ask my mama, could she get some bleach, and can she? And when I tell you, the things that the enemy wanted you to literally despise about yourself is the elements of your essence that are the most beautiful. I love to smile because I know what it feels like to operate in despair all the time, when that was never supposed to be our portion. The people wanted us to hate ourselves early, and that was never the way we were designed to live. And we now have to take back our power. You are not what them people told you you're supposed to be. I remember going through a season where I acted a straight donkey everywhere I went, because I was like, if they want to call me bad, and if they want to say I'm this and she gonna act up, and you know, when I got in corporate America, she's not compliant, she's not a team player. When I see you sabotaging my numbers, I see you over there want to be, before we get to the meeting, you're plotting and scheming, but you want me to be like, oh, I don't see that, and then you want me to be like all laughing at these sarcastic comments that I know what you're doing. But I had to learn how this thing works. Listen, wisdom is powerful. So now when you go into places, see you only look like that. You had to be hurt in those ways. Hey, Robin, you had to see that stuff. You had to experience it. So when this good old thing about life loop back around, honey, you ready to play ball. Isn't it beautiful how God allows you to see so many different things and experience so many different things? So now he gives you the wisdom to know what to do, when to do it. It's beautiful. He gives you the whole roadmap to your greatness and your destiny. Isn't it beautiful? The Lord allows you to see the ugliest of things so that you know exactly when it comes back around what it looks like. He does it. He's so wise and smart. He'd be like, no, I know it hurts right now, but you need to see this. I know it feels like this, but you need to work for this company for this amount of time to see how this works. I know you don't like what they're doing right now, but you need to get everything you need to get out of this right here. Listen, Lord just trying to prepare you. You're trying to buck the system. Don't leave prematurely. He's trying to show you something that you're going to need later. So when it's time to go in there, because, you know, when I meet people, they be like, oh, she just is this and shit. And I just be looking. And since I am being fully cleared of, you know, I no longer need to be validated, or I no longer need the level of affirmation from other people to be able to, because then you go to talking too much. See, the enemy will have you talking way too much about things that you were never supposed to speak on, because you're still in the need of attention from people or validation, or you need them to no longer look over you, so you're trying to overcompensate and you're doing too much. That's why it's imperative that we heal, because the places in which he's going to take you, you need to have wisdom, not just knowledge, but wisdom. And wisdom is on a whole nother level of just knowing. So you guys, this is our season of greater. Allow God to blow your minds. Listen here. Happy Sunday. I thank you for giving me your time on this amazing day. For those that that's waiting to try out curl formation, this is day 2 curls. This is day 2 curl formation. www.nekiafoxx.com. And if you can see, plenty of my assistant, I think, has a couple of the Shopify links on Facebook and Instagram to be able to buy this product for yourself. I know that's right, Ingrid. Come on now. You had to see the plot of the enemy. Like, you had to see how it was played. So now when things happen, you like, oh, well, I know what that is. And oh, I see you over there. Oh, I know how to do it. Isn't it beautiful how God prepares you for your abundant living? Isn't it just amazing? You know, I tell people this little so-called, defiant lady is now a woman of wisdom. Isn't it beautiful? Come on now. Isn't it great? That one that they used to dog out is now healed. Isn't it amazing? When he allows you to go to places and have to, hey Letitia, and to deal with things that only pain could have taught you. Isn't it amazing how the Lord rewards you with that experience? Isn't it amazing? Because he said he'll pay you double for your trouble. Always. So you're not going through it unless you need it in some type of capacity, or somebody you will meet needs it. So listen here, nothing that happens in our lives is happening for us. It's happening for somebody else. It's real. So be able to take it in. Understand that the Lord has a divine, he said, the plans I have for you are good and not of evil, with an expected end. Come on now, the Lord already expects you to be great. He already set this thing up for you to live an abundant life. He's already put everything you need inside of you. He already has endless love. He has, that's right, amen, double for your trouble. Listen here, beauty for your ashes, honey. Everything the cankerworm thought he stole or took, honey, it was some stuff that was took. Listen here, it's coming back this season tenfold. I'm like, yay! Woo, woo, woo! Listen, you guys, our story, that's right, Ingrid, our story is not for us. It's for the world. Listen, the Lord has so many great things for each and every one of you. For those that are joining me on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. For those that are on Facebook, I love you. I love you. I love you. For those that are just now meeting me for the first time, I'm Nekia Foxx from Nekia Foxx & Company, where I help amazing men and women transform from the inside out, gaining clarity, confidence, and a sense of true self-worth, being able to create wealth in every single area of their lives. So for those that want to get connected, my website is www.nekiafoxx.com. But I am coming from a place of, listen here, I understand. And I understand that you are needed. You are amazing. You are gifted. The next generation, your seed, your legacy needs to see you live and thrive in love. You sure can pick it up this week. Just you can, when you go on, though, I think my phone number, I'll text you, Ingrid, my phone number when you want to arrange to come pick it up, so I make sure I'm there and have it ready for you. So you guys, it's here. The season we've been waiting on is here. So many great things are happening. Keep it simple. Thank you guys for sharing the video out. Allow the Lord to be the Lord in your life. Keep this thing simple. Keep the main thing the main thing. Allow him to position you. Hey, Sabrina. Allow the Lord to position you with the greatness and the people that are already in alignment with nothing but what? The things in which are designed for your life. They already got it. Listen, there is no lack in this thing. That's only an illusion of the mind. There is no lack. All the resources you need is already looking for you if you stay in the right energetic. I would love to meet you too, Ingrid. Well, we go meet. I already know that. We're going to meet, and it's going to be amazing because I act the same way. Everybody, they know me from high school, middle school. This is the same personality. I don't change it no matter what kind of dollar I get. It ain't going to matter if I got hair, no hair, makeup, no makeup. It don't care if I got on a nice suit, no suit. I am still going to always be me. And that's the beauty about really owning your truth. Because you know what? God... Blessings, the Lord wants us to really shine bright. Hello, Dr. Carolyn Anderson. I've been on here chanting and chanting. So happy Sunday, but I tell you, I'm about to end now. But hello, everybody say hello to Dr. Carolyn Anderson. Blessings to you, beautiful. I'm so excited. I was just telling everyone I'm so excited to be running for Miss Black America 2019, and I'm so grateful to be representing Florida for Miss Florida, well, to be representing Miss Florida for 2019. So it's such an honor. You guys, that's right. Miss Florida with an MS period is going to, this is, I mean, I know it's such an awesome platform, and I'm so honored and grateful for this opportunity, Dr. Carolyn. It's going to be amazing, and I know that God has so much that he's going to do through this platform, so may he continue to bless every single person connected to it. Dr. Carolyn, may your portions continue to always run over. Thank you for being the amazing visionary of this. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you. You all, this is our season. Allow God to be God in your life. Allow him to show up mightily. Understand that this is the year of the glory. He's going to show up like never before if you keep the main thing and allow him to show you what only he can show you in your life. God bless you guys. Enjoy your day. Everything